Hi guys, and welcome to season 3 of My Global Ride. For those of you who didn't guess right already, now it's easy to see in the background. Season 3 is going to happen in Asia. But before I start to discover Southeast Asia on my motorcycle, I owe you an explanation why I changed my plans, because originally this journey should be going on after South America in Australia. That's not happening. Why? I tell you after my new intro. Alright, again, welcome back. I hope you like the new intro. What led to the fact that I had to skip a total continent? Okay, well, to explain that, I need to go back in time to the beginning of this journey, even further back. What was my intention to go on this trip in general? So you have seen, I hope, the first episodes of My Global Ride. The first 3 weeks I was going with my wife, Tahal, from Israel. We used to live together in Germany for 3 years. Personal things led to the fact that she had to go back to Israel. And one big intention for me, besides that I wanted to do this tour like a dream of my lifetime, was that I wanted to move to Israel. The original plan of this tour was not only to surround the world, but it should end, final destination should have been Israel, to live together there with my wife. You know, things sometimes work out different than you plan it. So what happened? I was into this journey about 3 months, and you might remember on October 7, the war in Israel started. This event is not directly connected with my tour, of course, but it was a terrible time for me to know that my wife is in Israel, in a country that war is happening right now. But she made me feel safe. We were calling every day and everything. But in my wife, there started a new chapter for her life. She started to think a lot about her life and what she wants for her life. And she ended up, after a long time of struggling, telling me that she wants to have children in her life. We had this discourse before, and I told her, well, I have a son that's already 25 years old. I'm okay with the situation. I don't want more children. But she wants, and so we had to figure out a plan how we can create our lives so both are happy, and there was only one solution: we needed to separate. That doesn't mean anything between us changed, but well, everybody wants to fulfill the dream of his lifetime. I'm actually doing that. She has the dream to get children. So we had to say that we will not go on with this relationship after I return. And that's the point. I do not return now anymore to Israel. Passed just by. And my point of return, my final destination, now changed to Germany, where I come from. So why does that change my route? Pretty easy. As you know, or as I just told you, I was selling everything in Germany. I gave up my house that I rented there. I sold all the furniture, everything in there. And basically I own now only what is on my motorcycle. There's nothing left. That means when I'm coming back to Germany, I have to build up a new existence from ground level. So I have to buy new furniture for an apartment that I rent new. So many things I have to buy new. That needs money, of course. And to have just a little bit money left after my journey, I decided that I need to save some of my budget that I planned for the route. And the most expensive countries on the journey has been so far North America with Canada and the USA, and would have been Australia, New Zealand. So I decided not to interrupt my plan, not to interrupt this journey or to end this journey. I was thinking about that, believe me. But I decided for the middle way, like in Buddhism. The middle way for me was then to skip these most expensive countries, Australia and New Zealand, and just to go on with the journey in countries that I can easily afford to live with a lower budget in a month. So I did not ship the bike to Australia. I shipped the bike all around, also around Indonesia, which was also on schedule. Skip that too. And the bike now came to Malaysia. And Malaysia is now the starting point for me to discover first Southeast Asia, and then the journey is going on from Laos to China to Tibet to Nepal and then to India. India will be the start of season 4, but now just start with me into season 3 with the first country, Malaysia. Finally in Asia, Malaysia to be clear, and yeah, I was waiting 9 weeks for my motorcycle, didn't ride now for more than 10 weeks, and the bike was on the ship. You know, I did my tour over Canada, Philippines, Thailand to get here. I had a lot of work to do here with the importation of the motorbike, but also I got to know some very, very kind people. These two guys, Young and Jason. That's another result of being member of Horizons Unlimited and some other Facebook groups. And today is gonna be the day that I move my bike the first time on Malaysian ground. And I have some news on the bike that I want to show you before we start. So let's get into that. So the bike I was reassembling yesterday because it was in the box, as you see here. And when I'm riding, you will see something missing. That's a blue spot on the dashboard. And I was exchanging that holder for my mobile phone here into a charging one because it was a pain in the ass to always plug the cable. And you will also see on the other camera when I'm riding, there's a new helmet. HJC asked me if I don't want to try the carbon version, Alpha 91. We will do a tour, so Jason and Young with their bikes, a MT7 and a Ducati Desert X. And this will be my first kilometers on Asian ground with my own motorbike. And I tell you folks, this is the cheapest gasoline I ever put in any tank my whole life, because it's 40 cents per liter. 95, not a cheap one. One of the nicest and most important temples here in this area. Obviously this is Chinese based. I still don't get through all the types of religions and culture here. I have to do some paperwork. As you see, this is a toll road highway, but shit, I missed it. This is a lane for only motorbikers. And this is what I wanted to show you. So, very much like in the nicer countries of South America, motorbikes do not have to pay anything here on the toll roads. Guess who likes that? It's me. And this toll road leads me to another town, 80 kilometers away from Kuala Lumpur and from Port Klang. Because there is a special office, and that office needs to issue me a document, and this document has the name International Permit for Circulation, and that is necessary to ride your foreign bike or vehicle in Malaysia. Didn't know about that. It costed me 2 days because I had to wait the weekend out. But now I got this thing and I'm on my way through Kuala Lumpur to the Batu Caves that I want to see today. I mentioned before, Malaysia is a country of various cultures and religions, and obviously these Batu caves and the temples around here are Hindu. I do not feel the need to climb the stairs, and I do not feel dealing with all the people there. I just want to ride.